Welcome back, everyone. Well, Thanksgiving is behind us. We have mashed potato left over, we have turkey left over. We don't know what to do with it. So let's make something new and inspiring. We're going to make some little croquettes. So deep fried, it's gonna be delicious, soft in the middle, and full of flavors. So I'm gonna start by dicing my turkey. We don't need that much, but we wanna make sure there's enough. So I'm using a turkey breast. You could absolutely use any part of the turkey you have left over. There's really no problem. We want to make sure that the dice are not too small as well, because we want to make sure we have some texture. So I'm just gonna chop that up very quick and throw into the bowl. Then I'm gonna add my mashed potato that I have. So it's cold, it's absolutely no problem. We want it to be cold, so it's gonna be easier to actually form the bowl that we want. So we're gonna go just a little more. There we go. Then to the bowl, I'm going to add some Dijon mustard. It's gonna be a little bit of peps and strength. I have some Worcestershire sauce. See how I said that? And I have some paprika salt. All right, and I'm going to mix that in. I'm gonna grab some chives. Just gonna cut that up. Nice and thin. It's gonna bring some color and a little bit of an onion taste. Gonna add my chives right into the bowl with the rest of the ingredients. Then we're gonna move on to a shallot that I have right here. Just gonna peel it off. Only half a shallot is fine. And we're gonna dice it. Nice and thin. Into the bowl. I'm gonna grab 1 clove of garlic. Smash. Cut the end. Look how easy it is to peel. And same thing, we're going to dice it. Gonna grab a bowl and we're going to mix it again one more time. One last thing we're going to add before we form the balls, we're gonna add a little bit of a lemon zest. So about half a lemon. Also, when you actually zest a lemon, make sure you actually use the tool on the lemon rather than the other way around. So you have like little pieces of lemon rather than long strokes of lemons. So it's easier to eat and more appealing. Gonna add that in. One final fold, and we're good to go. Obviously, before we start to do the balls, we're gonna make sure it tastes good, so we can rectify the seasoning if need be. So allow me. Tastes great. If you want to, you can add a bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, but in my case, I'm good to go. Okay, next we are going to form the balls. So we're gonna take a spoon, and we're gonna take about a tablespoon, just like that, and then put it in the palm of our hand and just form our little balls. They don't have to be too perfect, right? Just like that, and we'll carry on. Okay, now that we have formed the ball, we're gonna set them aside and we're gonna work on what we call the anglaise. So that's gonna be the cutting around the potato balls. So right here I have some flour, I got some panko, and I'm gonna crack some eggs right here. Only gonna do 3 eggs. Make sure there's no shells. And I'm gonna add a little bit of milk. Just a dash. And I'm gonna whisk that in. Just like if you were to make an omelette, really. So what's gonna happen is the egg's gonna help create that little crispy outside. There we go. I like to add a little bit of salt to my flour. Now the fun part. I'm gonna grab my spoon that has holes in it. You could actually use a fork as well. And we're gonna take our bowls. We can do 3 at a time and roll them around. We're gonna try to keep our hands as clean as possible. Make sure as well that you kind of play with them a little bit. So you remove the exceed flour onto the egg. And then make sure they're nicely coated in the egg as well. And then from here, make sure there's at least no eggs into the breadcrumbs. I'm using panko, but you could use any kind of breadcrumbs. This is just a preference. And from your semi deep, we're gonna go from under so we don't actually touch them so they don't stay into our hands. So we keep our hands dry. I'm gonna roll them in, just like that. When they are, we can grab them, form them again. And we're gonna do what we call a double breading. So we'll put them back in the egg one more time. And again, coat them with the egg. And in the breadcrumbs, one more time for the final breading. We're gonna give them the final shape, make sure they're nice and round. I'm gonna place them onto our plate. And we're going to fry them very soon. But I'm going to repeat the process with all of them. Okay, we are ready with the breading of our croquettes. So we are now going to fry them. So I have some canola oil. That's about 350 degrees. And I'm just gonna take them and place them onto the oil. Just like so. So all we want is to get them that beautiful golden brown. Then we're gonna get them out onto some absorbing paper and we're gonna season them one more time and they'll be ready to be eaten. And we are going to now season them with some flaky salt. And just like that, you've just created magic, potato magic. So if you enjoyed this recipe, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on another episode. But now, allow me.